isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry. Good evening. Welcome to all members of the public and councillors. Brief health and safety introduction. We're not expecting a fire drill. If the alarm does sound, please make your way to the nearest fire exit. Emergency exit back there. Be careful because the steps will be probably slippery. Or you can go out the way you came in, through the main door and down the police station, out the front or back. If you can't get to an exit, the lift lobby is a safety zone in the event of a fire. Under no circumstances should the lift be used. Please make sure that all mobile phones and devices are switched off or on silent. Any individual wishing video or audio record the meeting will do so. I must inform you that the meeting is being videoed by the council and will get ready to Please remember, anyone wishing to speak and participate in the meeting should raise their hand and wait for me as the chair to gesture for them to speak. You'll be given a maximum of 4 minutes to make your representation, which should be aimed at me as chair. Please state the agenda item which you will be speaking about. Through me as chair, council members or officers may then respond to your point if necessary. You will not automatically be allowed to reply unless I, as chair, allow you to do so. The full public participation policy and other helpful points are available. To all present, please remember to show respect to others in the meeting and avoid interrupting where possible to enable others to follow the meeting. Anyone present felt to be behaving unacceptably will be excluded from the meeting by the chair. Any member of the public looking to leave the meeting should wait for a council officer to escort them out of the building. Right, that's all, thank you. Apologies for absence.
Yes, we have Penny,
Yeah.
who's on holiday. Maggie Wearmouth, Councillor Maggie Wearmouth, and Councillor Honeyman.
Yeah, and Councillor Goodman's subbing for
Yes,
Councillor Wearmouth.
yes, Councillor Wearmouth.
Okay. Disclosure of interests. To deal with any disclosure by members of any disclosable pecuniary interests and interests other than pecuniary interests as defined under the Seaford Town Council Code of Conduct and the Localism Act 2011 in relation to matters on the agenda. Yeah? Okay. Public participation. To deal with any questions or brief representation from members of the public in accordance with Standing Order 3 and Seaford Town Council policy. Nothing. Item 4, Project and Facilities Manager Update Report.
Okay, I'll just run through this in order. The skate park. Now we have a start date now, which is the end of April, beginning of May from Canvas. But I'm hoping before that to get things up and away with the CCTV installed,
Okay.
and possibly floodlights subject to planning permission. So it's all steam ahead on that now, which is great. Outdoor table tennis tables, we managed to get a grant for 2 of these at the Salts. Hoping to get those in for spring, early summer. Now we've got the skate park all underway. The next big project at the Salts is going to be the tennis courts. So we are going to be having another meeting with the LTA very soon to work out next steps.
Okay.
And just a few other bits and bobs that are going on at the Salts. Did some repair works at the changing rooms. The outdoor gym, we've just accepted a quote for that. It's going to be repainted for spring. The wheelchair swing, all good, all looking good, but there's a bit messy around it with the shrubbery and there's a lot of pampas grass around it, which isn't great for playgrounds. So I'm having all that taken out and bark laid around it, and probably get some new shrubs in there as well.
Let me have a piece of pampas grass if you like.
You come on, sorry?
I'll have a piece of pampas grass
Really?
in my garden.
I'll let you know.
Recycle it.
Yes, bottle refill stations. I'm looking at putting one adjacent to the cafe in the playground, and also putting one in as part of the skate park project. So there should be 2 there. Martello toilets and cafe. Nothing really more to add to that. Apart from I am looking to do a bit of sprucing up this springtime. We know they're in bad condition. Looking to do a deep clean again like we did last year. Maybe put a couple in this year.
Because there has been quite a few comments on Facebook about
Yes.
it.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
They're not fit for purpose. And it's been dragging on now since 2011.
Absolutely, absolutely. But without the money, we can't do it.
Mm.
Bonnyset Beach Huts. Funny, I've got a viewing next week actually. Somebody rang me up today. So I've got a temporary toilet going in there over the summer, which will no doubt help with hopefully potential buyers and the people that are there. It's the one thing that they ask for, the current owners. I've also got so far 2 quotes in for installing electricity into the huts. I'm waiting for a third one. But I think that'll be a big draw for people. Again, it's a thing a lot of people have asked for. And we've got the tap there now as well for beach hut owners. So yeah, so it's hopefully all these things together will keep the momentum of the beach hut selling. Cedar fence wall. Well, it's not really a cedar fence wall. It's a wall in front of the huts that'll help keep the shingle out. I'm just looking at the option with Christian Funnel at the moment. I've got to evaluate his quote, his design, just to see how feasible it is. So that's ongoing, that one. Seafront, part of the Seafront Improvement Plan. Lots of exciting things on the wheelchair access.
that looks good.
Yeah, it really is. The Builders Club, amazingly, have come up and said they'll do the decking for free, supply materials and all labour, which is brilliant. I've got a quote for the tiles that then will lead out from the decking, which is a little higher than we anticipated, but it's still achievable. I'm meeting up with Sam Taylor next week and David Archer from the Builders Club just to go through the next steps really. A new thing for the seafront this year will be the seasonal short-term beach huts, short-term rent beach huts, which are going to be 6 huts, very colourful and bright, and we'll be hiring them for the day or for the week. Last year we had so many calls of people asking us for hiring huts, because at the moment we can give the option of selling them or a 3-year rent on the Martello huts. So this is sort of catering for something different. Hope it's going to be popular.
That's a good idea.
I think, yeah, I hope so. I hope it'll be good. As part of that, we're doing 3, I might have 2 here, we've actually gone for 3 concession huts, which are going to be non-food concessions, sort of going along this sort of arts and crafts line of things. Possibly a jewellery maker having one of them, who came in today for a meeting actually. We've got the lady that did the hair braiding last year, looking to have one of them. Possibly somebody that does wood carvings and wood things going into one. So quite excited about that one. As part of that, we're installing 2 temporary toilets there as well, which will be for beach hut owners and for customers of Frankie's kiosk. Yes, water bottle refill stations, as well as ones in the salts. We're looking to install one at the Bonningstat Promenade and Frankie's beach kiosk. Safety signage, almost signed off now. This is a joint project with Lewes District Council, the RNLI and the Environment Agency. We're all clubbing together to get new signs, and it's going to look a lot nicer down there. We've got so many different signs of various ages and state down there at the moment. This is going to get rid of the whole lot, have a blank canvas, and all new signs will be going in. It'll be a lot safer. There'll be maps on each sign saying where you are, so if there are incidences or accidents, it will be easy to identify exactly where you are if you're going to call the emergency services. Other works on the seafront, the low-level knee rail, which has started just along from the Martello Tower. I'm looking to get that all the way over to Splash Point this year, this financial year. And that's, we had problems with the kneel rail there, which is a sort of low-level post with metal that goes over. The cars kept catching it, the metal would rust and it would come up and it'd be unsafe. This is a very big chunky rail, I don't know whether everybody's seen it. It's got two rails, one's a sort of 2 foot high bumper rail and the other one is a gravel rail. So not only is it more robust, but it's stopping all the shingle from the cars pushing it onto the promenade, which we're forever having to sweep back. So yes, what else have we got? Oh yes, repainting Splash Point DDA parking spaces. Hope to get that done this financial year, is what I aim to do. And I've also got the Seaford Youth Forum still continuing to fundraise for bike racks and bike repair station. Run into Roger Dawes from there the other day and he said their fundraising is going really well for that, so it's a really good thing. Martello Tower, had a meeting with the society there and we're putting plans together to carry out works to get the building a bit better, a bit more fit for purpose. They've got problems there with water penetration, and so I'm getting a couple of surveys carried out so I can plan over the next few years exactly what we need to spend. It'll give me a chance to apply for grants as well for some of the work. The tourism signage scheme, all the signs have gone in now. We are reviewing the scheme now. I mean, that was going on for 6 odd years, and since then things have changed. So we are looking to, we're going to review it, and when we will be installing some more signs, but not on that scale. That will include the bowls at the
Oh,
garage.
thank you very much.
Okay.
Through you, Joe.
Christmas Magic this year. We all agree it was a fantastic event despite the weather. The girls in the team worked really hard to put it out of the bag, and they did really, really well. Really well. Filming photography, that's been a huge income generator for us last year. Hope it's going to do the same this year or next financial year. We don't obviously know. It might do, it might not. Already in January, we've taken just over £5,000 of bookings on Seaford Head Nature Reserve alone, and that's a quiet time. So it's really good. It's trying to do it without overdoing it. But there we go. And I have made a note here. We did meet with a lady from Natural England about the work going on there, and we're looking to get a document together that explains to film crews exactly what they can and can't do, what's expected of them. There were a couple of occasions where they were doing things they shouldn't have done last year. Nothing major, but we just want to make it clearer to them. Grants and funding, that's been a real success for us this year. And as I said, we've secured just over £65,000 of grant funding for various things, which is great, and that's something we're continuing to work on. Really hard. It's mainly Sue Treadwell in the office that's concentrating on that, but it's been really good. Street trading concession policy, Sharon in the office is working on that at the moment, and we're looking to review that at the extraordinary meeting on the 28th of February along with the neighbourhood plan. Team update. Team has been working incredibly hard. They're a very good team. Sharon and Sue, absolutely fantastic work on Christmas Magic. We're really above and beyond on that, I have to say. Sharon, currently working on street trading policy. She's put out the tenders for the ice cream concessions, which are due in next week, I think, for us to look at. And she's looking into some events at South Hill Barn at the Salts. The Salts one, give a bit of an update, is possibly a music and beer festival on the bank holiday Monday at the end of August. They're looking to do a last night, the proms night, and then a sort of family day there, and then some what do you call them, the bands that take off other people. Tribute. That's the word I was looking for. Tribute bands. So it's hopefully going to be a really good event, an annual event led by Sussex Events. And what they intend to do is from the profits, 50% they intend to go into the next year's event, 50% will go to local community groups so they can bid for funds. So it's a really good thing. I hope it takes off. Lynn has completed the town guide, which has gone out this week, I think, to all the houses. She did a really good job of that. She's done a great job. That's how my beach hut viewing came about. Somebody saw the beach huts in that and gave me a ring, and it's getting next week. Yeah, she's also worked on quite a few publications for local magazines. She's working on a 2-page editorial for the Golf Club at the moment for the Town and Country magazine. Sue, as I mentioned before, has been applying for the grants, and she's done incredibly well at that. She's also leading on this year's Armed Forces Day.
I
Well,
hope it doesn't rain.
Bob's continuing with his inspections, doing really well, keeping an eye on everything. One of his big jobs this year has been fencing and signage along Seaford Head, which is a bit of an ongoing thing, but he's getting through that. Emily's returned for a couple of days, which has been really nice. She helped on Christmas Magic, and she's now, as a little project, looking at our lighting in the town for next year, our Christmas lights. Obviously we did have a few issues this year. The lights are pretty old now, so she's looking at various options. Jo Whitcomb, I don't know whether many of you met Jo, but she's joined us on an ad hoc basis to pick up projects. She helped with the beach hut rentals. She's going to look at I think her main job when she comes back in, well, next week actually, will be the spike bar at the Golf Club. That's where her energies will be there. As I say, the team are absolutely fantastic. They're all working very hard. It's a good team. That's it for my update.
Well, I'd like to say to the team, they're doing a fantastic job. They really, really are a brilliant team.
They are a good team.
So well done to all of them. Any questions? No? Councillor Hader?
Yeah, I got one question, or not question, it's suggestion or Christmas magic. Yeah, because you got a different Christmas tree this year. And
Yes.
last full council and James was mentioned the last year Christmas tree was full of, and if we plant the Christmas trees, it take ages, 6-7 years. Still, we can use which Christmas tree we use this year, but we can plant for future real Christmas tree.
You could look at that. Yes.
Yeah, that's my suggestion. And we can, it will grow after a few years, but if we start now, and it is nice, but what I feel, and some people told me as well, because it's not like real Christmas tree, but it was nice, beautiful tree there. And other thing I was, because of the lighting, when all the mayor and all the Father Christmas come, used to on Friday night, everybody was there. Now we can't see that much people in when the Christmas light on, when mayor went, it was just Friday night. If you start in the beginning, then everybody can see.
So have the switch on before Christmas Magic.
Yeah, that's my suggestion. Because in front of my house, used to, because I live in the main road, I see so many packed people and children, and now I see very, very less people now.
Mm.
If it is everybody go, then switch on, then it's like start the celebration, then everybody come to the street shopping, you know.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying. I mean, a big part of the Christmas magic though is the switch on, and it's quite a traditional thing now. I can put it to the team, but by all means.
But I know it's not us, it's another committee for the Christmas
It
meeting.
might
Just
be a bad
Christmas.
idea to sort of do it the night before, because then you have the lights on during all of Christmas magic as well.
Yes, I think we're looking this year at doing the turn on earlier. So, I mean, it doesn't get dark till about 4 o'clock, and maybe bring it forward for that. I still think it's a big part of
Yeah,
Christmas
it
magic
is.
because the children have the lantern parade, they come around, come up the top, and then it's the big switch on.
If you have it earlier, then people are going to make an effort to get there earlier, and they're probably going to spend more time
Councillor
milling around.
Raven's next.
Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, suggest to have it earlier. Because there was just one, well, it wasn't really criticism with the Seaport Cinema, because there wasn't much time this year from,
Yeah.
families either staying to watch the switch on
Mm.
or going to,
No.
because they had a rather good film, the Christmas
Mm.
Magic Day.
Mm.
There's a big gap
Yeah.
between the two.
Yeah.
So, I think,
It did feel it was a bit,
Sort of
late
do it
as
at
well
sort
for
of
some of the
dusk.
younger children as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So yes, no, take that on board.
Councillor Rogers, you?
Sorry, I didn't make the time.
That's all right.
Yeah, I was just agreeing with bringing earlier to when it gets dark, because it's going to make people make an effort to get there earlier.
Yeah.
And once they're there, they're more
Spend
likely to spend time, more money and more time milling around and making use of the Christmas magic.
Absolutely. Yeah, we will look into it, but as I say, it is linked into other
Mm.
things, mainly the lantern parade. So obviously that would have a knock-on effect of people making the lanterns, getting them ready, then doing the parade. But yeah, I'll take that to the team.
Any other questions? Councillor Raven?
On the Bonnie beach arts, has it been suggested about solar panels on the
Yes, it has. It has. And it is something I'm going to look into as well. Yes, I have had that discussion. It's a bit of a timing aspect on that, but yeah, it is something I'm looking into.
Sort of ideal position, when it's sunny all day, isn't it?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
sort of thing.
absolutely.
Sun-
Yes.
And like the sea defence wall, will it come back to committee about the designs that Christian will come up with? Do you think?
Yes.
Because
I think it'll
know
have
he
to.
does have some, some really good ideas.
I've got to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure what the last drawings were that I shared, whether they were his preliminary drawings or not. I've got a feeling they may have been. And that was agreed. So I'd have to check that. I think they've already gone through.
Yeah, or like for a reminder to the
Of course.
committee and probably the new committee.
Yes.
later on. So,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I could answer another question. Yeah, what not that item, and someone say, we got all the nice all the newsletter. It's nicely said, it is beautiful, it's done everything nice. All our we appreciate all the office staff is working very well. But someone say all the political people who's involved with the community, they probably know. And someone say if it is better to all the area, they don't know public. Some people don't know which councillor is, all the areas, what area is the central and which one is east.
So you've been talked about the wards on the...
Wards, yeah.
Well, they're all changing now, aren't they? So
Yeah,
we've got-
and if any map from there, because they know the central and east, and they don't know which is east area or
It's going to be
central
more
area.
complicated when the new wards are put in place. So, what do you think about
Madam
that?
Chair, there are 9 wards, I believe, in the new
Yes.
arrangement, and they are varying sizes. I think Most are will have 2 elected councillors. I think the largest will probably have 3, but no ward will now have 4 from my recollection. But we still have 20 councillors all told.
Take on, just to say, take on board what you say. I think if we did do it, I don't think it would work on that map as it is in the middle there. I just think it would be too much information on there. So if we were to do it, it would have to be in a separate map.
Madam Chair, we are looking at the communications policy of the council, which will include notice boards and a variety of things. So in theory, in practice, there could be a map contained in notice boards in key pinch points around the town, which would assist in what you're saying. People may not realise who their local accounts actually will be.
It would be quite nice to actually have a map on the website.
Yes,
And
indeed,
perhaps a breakdown into individual wards
of course.
with the names of councillors for that
Yeah.
ward.
The website is under
Yeah.
Yeah, council,
revitalisation.
council website.
Any more questions? Right, on to agenda item 5, finance report.
There's nothing really jumping out here really. Everything's going very much as it should. We're still having issues with Business Stream about the water and sewage charges. That's something that Simon in Finance is still working on.
Okay.
Building maintenance, slightly underspent. Grounds maintenance, slightly overspent. I think I've adjusted things for next year to account
You
for
know
that.
that, then,
Crouch, yes, we are showing underspend at the moment, but it will go up. We've done some working together with the Quakers at the Peace Garden, and it didn't get in a bit of a state, but it needed a bit of attention. So we worked with them. We put a bit of money in. Burley's, our contractors, have put some man hours in, some time in, and hoping to have a little bit of a relaunch actually later this year with it. So I'll let you know as and when we get some dates for that. Martello Fields, a little bit disappointed with the income this year, but it was a very high budget figure for it, so I've adjusted that for next year. You know, we get what we get from those fields. We can't really
yeah.
push them much more. We've got the fair a bit longer here this year, so that's always a help.
And motorfest.
Most, yeah, we got all the usual
Yeah.
things. Open spaces, yes, we had an awful lot of tree works last year, and obviously the concrete blocks at Cliff Gardens really affected the cost there. Martello Tower, yes, I think we did have a budget for 5,000, but I projected 3,000, which I will put towards some remedial works and surveying fees this year. Seaford Head, as I said, it's been incredible with the filming this year, and we budgeted for 10,000. We've received 60,900. That's probably up to 65 now with the bookings in January.
Very, very good.
It's incredible, but you know, you can't guarantee it's going to do the same
True.
this coming year. We'll just have to see. And we've got a bit of an overspend on ground maintenance, but that's mainly due to the fencing and signage works that I mentioned earlier that Bob was working on there. And the seafront, a bit of an overspend on the ground maintenance, non-contract, mainly due to remedial works. We've had quite a bit there this year. And that's it, thank you.
Okay, any questions? Councillor Raven.
I propose that we know the contents of the report.
Agreement, noted? Okay. Right, just one thing I'd like to say. April the 22nd, which is Bank Holiday Monday, is also Earth Day. And it's a day in which I'm having a rubbish sculpture competition. But this year, instead of beach rubbish, we're going to look at recycling packaging. And as I said, it's Earth Day, so we're keeping plastic into making something beautiful. Hopefully we're having the judging by the new temporary beach huts opposite the sunken garden. There will be a press release next week, and I'll be keeping in touch on local radio. So if you want to come along on that day to help judge, or to just see what the kids have done, you'll be very, very welcome.
And the seafront.
Yep. By the new temporary beach huts.
What time will be in the morning?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
But you'll all get notification of this anyway.
Yeah, it's even better.
Right.
It's open to children, you know.
It's children, there's one group for primary children and one group for secondary.
You need to advertise it in the schools.
Yeah, we're
Probably.
getting all around the schools and everything. And I think I'll probably try and get the same two judges I had last year, Bill Bovington and Dave Faulkner, the head of arts at Seaford Head School. Any more questions? Right, meeting closed at 7:32.